You're listening to the Unapologetically Unstoppable podcast. It's about going deep into who you were made to be and following that, no matter what. Where your calling is in the front seat and fear, well, it's trying to stop you, but fuck that guy. And getting the tools and tips to become unstoppable. I'm your host, Jeanette Peterson, where not too long ago, I had to find my calling. Here, you'll hear from me and other online experts on how to discover your calling, the steps to make it happen, and how to monetize it. I believe when we're unapologetic about our calling, we become an unstoppable, expansive force. So let's get started. So this podcast is Unapologetically Unstoppable. Those words have a lot of different meaning for a lot of different people, or they're popularized. And so I just kind of want to tell you what that means for me and what that means for this podcast and our community. Let's break down the words. So, unapologetic. That means just being who you're made to be, but also discovering who you're made to be. Like, becoming unapologetic is a journey all on its own, right? So becoming unapologetic means really looking deep into who you are, into your soul, into those things that you love. Every period of life, you have this new revelation of who you want to be, right? You get married, you have a new label. So you have to figure out what that means to be a wife. You have kids, you have a new label. You have to discover what that means. You join the military, you're an airman. You have to discover what that means. You get out of the military, you are now a civilian or a spouse or whatever, and you have to figure out what that means. But at the core, you are still you. At the core, you are still that person that was made however long ago in the cosmos, whatever your design says, but that's who you are. So going deep into who that person is, regardless of the labels, regardless of if you have kids or you don't have kids, or if you have a business or you're trying to make a business, whatever that is who you are. And becoming unapologetic about that person is what that means to me. Because there's a difference between being unapologetic and being a jerk about it. Do I like this? Is this fun? Am I doing this because I'm good at it and I can make money at it? Or am I doing this because I love this with my whole heart? That's what it means to become unapologetic. That whole heart love, that I'm doing this because this is what I love. This is how I feel. This is exactly where I'm meant to be. That is when you can be unapologetically who you are. But first you have to find out who that is. And then unstoppable. That is where we get into the nitty-gritty of all the things that you need so you can be full out unapologetically who you are. On this podcast, we work with business owners and female entrepreneurs and online service providers. I want to give you all the tips and tools that I've learned through coming to that clarity and really marketing that in a really good, holistic way that is good for who you are, and then just running with that completely. Because once you have the correct strategy for who you are, you will be unstoppable. No one will be able to tell you no. No one will be able to tell you you're not doing the right thing. And you'll stop questioning them. There are 5 million people in the world, bajillion people. I don't know. A lot. There's a lot of folks out there, right? And they all have their own opinion on how you should do what you do. That's not what you're going to get from this podcast. Because I don't believe that. I don't believe in one size fits all. I don't believe that we are all alike. I don't believe that at all. I believe that you need to look inward to find out who you are, what you like, how you want to serve people, how you can be even bigger, how you can live those big dreams and how you can make those things come to fruition. And then getting the strategy and the marketing to make it your wildest dreams come true. I'm in this business to serve people. I am 1000% in this business to help people make their dreams come true. In essence, this podcast is for people who are ready and need to live bigger than they're already living. This is for people who love living their life full out. This is people who have run a marathon on easy mode because they're afraid to take their full self out into the world. They are so afraid of what they can do that they're still playing small, that they don't even know how amazing they are because they're scared to find out. They know it deep down, but they don't want to say it out loud. They don't want to tell their husbands or their partners that they've got a big, scary calling and they want to do big, scary things. They sit at the store. They go on coffee dates with the mom next door because that's the season of life that they're in and they think that that's all that they're good at and they can't do anything else. No. Fuck that. Excuse my French. Sorry, not sorry. I do cuss. But no, fuck that. You need to lean in to exactly what you know you are made to do. Stop playing small. I know that you were not put on this earth to just hang out and make by. No, you weren't. You were put on this earth to change lives. And if you're listening to this podcast and you think that this is not for you, maybe it's not. Turn it off right now. But if you have even a small inkling in your soul that what you're doing is not in alignment of who you want to be, keep listening. Because we're about to go on a fantastic ride of opening yourself up to become this huge, powerful force for exactly what you were made to be. Because I think that every woman placed on this earth should be unapologetically unstoppable to their calling. Oh my goodness. Now, I know you're ready to take this to the next level. So what you need to do is go to Facebook, join a community of badass, unapologetically unstoppable women at the Unapologetically Unstoppable Community. And you can find me on the grams at Jeanette.Peterson or at Peterson and Bell. This podcast was created by me, Jeanette Peterson, and Allison Hartman. Our producer is the Amy Williams. Talk soon.